Presenting Karishma Kumar, Director Digital Technology. Karishma is a global leader in digital transformation. Over the past few years at Iron Lady community, Karishma learned how to project herself as a global leader, how to understand the future of technology and create digital transformation roadmap for organizations. So thereby she started presenting and became indispensable for the organization through her business strategies. Today she is running a global digital transformation division for a well-known organization and creating future solutions for the organization. Welcome Karishma in conversation with our own Iron Lady as part of this podcast. Listen to her, learn from her and focus on becoming a digital transformation leader yourself.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another conversation of C-Suite League. And today we have an interesting conversation of a person who had an empowering leap from head of IT to director of digital technologies. Let me welcome Karishma Kumar to our C-Suite conversations.
Thank you.
Hi,
Thanks,
Karishma.
Archana. Hello,
So
how are you doing?
happy and glad to see you in our conversations where we are trying to empower many more women leaders through inspiring leaders like you. While I could talk about a lot of your accomplishments, I have gone through your profile and we had a small conversation as well. I could talk a lot about you, but I feel nobody can talk about you better than introduce you better than you yourself. How about introducing yourself in your powerful words, Karishma?
Thank you. Thanks, Archana. Thank you for having me. So I'm a strategic digital leader with 19 years of work experience. I have orchestrated business transformation across IT, automobile, insurance, and manufacturing industries. I've been recognized for aligning technology with enterprise strategy, driving scalable growth, operational excellence, and pioneering customer-focused innovation across India and APAC. It's my pleasure to join in a graceful presence of all the women leaders of Iron Lady. And thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Karishma. I'm sure that you have listed a part of your accomplishments, and while we talk through the conversation, there are much more that we are going to get through this conversation. So, one thing what I understand is a hero because of the challenges or the villain in front of us, right? So, I would definitely want you to share one of your failure that has actually transformed you into your leadership position or leadership successes that you had in your life. Can you share one such failure during your career journey?
Definitely. Uh, I think a lot of women's employees or leaders, they start their journey in careers. We grow a lot, and then we get married. We have motherhood, which is a very fantastic, moment for all of us. But what we don't see is the gap because of the maternity leave that you take. That has a huge impact on your career trajectory. So that is what happened with me. When I had my baby and I came back to office after 1 year, and when I rejoined the office, it was a shock for me that I, who was one of the fast tracker, the deliverer, the result oriented person, when I joined back after a year, I just felt like I was not needed. Uh, I was told that, Karishma, you just had a baby. Why not focus on your baby? Why are you asking for more projects? Why you're asking for difficult, challenging assignments? And then it also came to me from a culture perspective also. I had to question myself that what am I doing? Uh, I am working in office from 9 to 5. I am keeping my 7-month baby in a daycare. And I had to always question myself that, whether I'm taking the time away from the baby, right? So, or my career is more important. So that has been 1 year for me where uh, I was always rated exceptional in my performance, and I got a satisfactory rating. It was like a big failure for me personally. And then there was a time wherein I was not even able to communicate. I was not able, communicate in a fully way where people understood me. So it took a big toll on my career as such. That's how I started looking out for support, looking out for performance coaches. I looked at multiple, I have hired performance coaches, and I had a terrible experience with it. Then I moved to, the self-improvement books. I inculcated a couple of learnings in my journey. Um, and then I finally met the Iron Lady in 2019, which was again a big milestone for me. So in 2018, what had happened is after a lot of successfully a stint in Tata Motors, I got deputed in Tata Motors subsidiaries as a head of IT. I
Amazing.
was part of a parent company. So coming from parent company, going to a subsidiary uh, was a big change for me, and it was unwelcome. I was one of the unwelcome person in the company because everybody thought that, hey, she's coming from parent company, she's a big person, she has a lot of contacts and all, and then I am there to change a lot of things. Because of that, there were a lot of resistance, and I also started believing with couple of months into that role, because the kind of a resistance and the kind of a communication I was having with my team out there, uh, I just questioned myself that whether I made another biggest mistake of my career of being a functional head at a young age. So uh, I would have been like 36, 37, and I was a functional head. And I started questioning myself that whether I am made to be a functional head, whether it is too early for me to become a functional head. So a lot of things were there. And that's when I found Iron Lady, and it gave me the confidence that I required to excel in that journey.
Amazing. I think the failure part, as like I was looking forward for a story on that side. Like amazing, the failure that you could feel as a comeback from your maternity, how you transformed it into a growth journey, and you got deputed into a place where you were in a powerful position and people were considering you as an overqualified to be interacted with, and then you had an opportunity to transform the organization or the whole structure at itself. So that's an in fact an amazing story that you've shared with us, Karishma. So in navigating this career, in your career, what role has Iron Lady community, its mentors, or the resources played? I'm sure that has significant impact on your journey. I know you mentioned that you connected with Iron Lady during that phase where we are looking for. So can you share a little bit of what Iron Lady has impacted its mentors or the resources in your career journey?
Yeah. Um, so I joined Iron Lady in 2019. And like I said, I was in that phase of my career where I was questioning whether is it too early for me? Uh, am I made for this? Did I make the biggest career mistake of my life? And then with all those negative connotations, right? I joined Iron Lady. And I had terrible experiences in leadership training before, and so I was not expecting much. But I was in a space of time that either I quit my job, I become a homemaker, or I continue with my career journey. So that's when I did the Iron Lady program first. Uh, so we had Rajesh as our facilitator and trainer, And during those, I think the first 1 or 2 days itself was very transforming for me. In my personal life, I'm a very introverted person. I don't share my personal thoughts or my personal struggles with anybody. The day one of Iron Lady was wherein we had to, be shameless and talk about the challenges that we face.
Mm-hmm.
I had never done that. And that was a very emotional day for a lot of Iron Ladies who have joined for the course. And it opened up an area wherein it made us talk about our challenges, our life stories, and to grow from that. So that was the number one thing. Then the 6 months program, which I done with Iron Lady, there were a lot of crucibles, lot of Iron Lady principles that were taught to. And believe me, a lot of things when you hear, it is like, oh, I got it. Now I got it. You know how to do it. So those moments were multiple there. But the hand holding that Rajesh and Suvarna and the support team gave us was amazing in terms of understanding the practical challenges that we are facing and then giving us direction, giving us strength, and giving us a roadmap on how to achieve that. So that was the major support that the Iron Lady team gave. Second thing that specifically I want to talk about is the community. So when you come in Iron Lady class or the bond of sisterhood that you create, right? And then you see, like, I used to feel like I'm the only bechari, trying to deal with the challenges that I have. And then I had this 15, 20 other lovely ladies in the class who were in a similar situation. Bad, good, same, right? So all of them talking about their struggles gave us understanding that you are not alone. With Rajesh and Suvarna being there and Sridhar being there, it gave us a roadmap on how you come out of that. And when you see your community growing, implementing the things that they have learned, it also keeps on motivating you, right? Saying that if they can do it, why not me? Right. So that has been the personal journey. Since 2019, I am glad to say that I'm still in touch with majority of my 2019 batchmates and my current batchmates. Whenever we have a problem, we know who to talk to. We talk to, we brainstorm together, we find ideas together, and we come out of situation. So community has been a major support there. And after multiple years completing the program also, you can always reach out to any of the Iron Lady team members, Iron Lady community members, and they're there to help. I think that is what distinguishes Iron Lady from all the other programs in the market.
Very well said, Karishma. I think that is the power of community. While you mentioned, like, in the your first program when you were about to explore yourself along with the Iron Lady, right? You said like you were one of the person or one of the bechara that you mentioned, right? With a couple of others that you who also correlated with you. So I say that I am also with you when I started. Like, every Iron Lady who connects to the program would resonate with that situation where, like, we think that I'm the only person. But when we are in this community, we know that we all are almost in the similar situations, navigating in our career. And I think you've touched a lot on the situation most of the women also face, like getting back from maternity, be it getting back from maternity and getting into again leadership roles. And as you rightly mentioned, the pause, like when the crossroads, when person would think like, should I continue with my career or should I sit back and then I can, like, enjoy my parenthood or my life in all other perspectives as well, right? So that question mark is always there, and how we actually navigate that. through breakthroughs and challenges. So that's what makes us powerful and one of the powerful women in the Iron Lady community. I totally resonate with what you've said, Karishma. And in one of the conversations, you mentioned that there are three Iron Lady principles that you closely follow. Could you talk about specific principle that had most consistent impact on your daily routine? And has how has this influenced in your growth?
Sure, definitely. And I still carry this from 2019. It's the
Mm-hmm.
only principle uh, that connected with me, that had given me results in multiple years,
Mm-hmm.
and it is still giving me results. And that is be the most prepared one in the meeting room,
Amazing.
right? So it has pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
Cons is that you have to constantly be on your toes and constantly be planning ahead. Which I think a lot of people, when you are there in a meeting, people just join and then they figure it out what to do. While you are well prepared on the background, you are well
Mm-hmm.
prepared on what is the results that you're expecting, and you're also well prepared on what your expectation is from other participants in the room. So
Mm-hmm.
that has been a constant measure, and that is how I have hopefully trained my team also, that they are the most prepared person in the room. Uh, so yeah, so that has been most important thing for me.
I totally agree. I think nothing can break that principle. It is so powerful to be prepared. Yeah. And while we're talking about the principles, I also remember that one principle, increasing your circle of influence.
Yeah.
So how did you apply this principle in navigating your leadership career?
So I'll take a step back from there. Uh,
Mhm.
how do you enable yourself to increase your circle of influence?
Mhm.
So one thing is that we are taught early on in Iron Ladies is your job profile or a JD is not
Mhm.
yours. It's very counter to what is happening in the in reality. But whatever KPIs and whatever you are expected to deliver, you need to get it delivered from your team.
Mhm.
So that is something there, because only when you make yourself redundant,
Mhm.
only then you can increase your circle of influence, and you can take up more responsibilities, and you can take up more challenging assignments as such. So that is
Mhm.
how the first thing is take out your day-to-day activities out of your then prepare your team well enough to handle that. And second is, yes, obviously, I think, over the years, I've realized it's, you are not appreciated, or you are not, you don't get visibility for doing your job well. You get visibility when you deliver something which is exceptional and which
Mhm.
was not a part of your KPI or a JD, right? So
Mhm.
that's when, like, I'm a head of IT, or I'm a director digital technology in Otis. Uh, but I get very involved in the business benefit delivery that is
Mhm.
required to happen. Any IT projects, I am no more order taker.
Mhm.
I am a collaborator. I co-create things with my business teams. So
Mhm.
I'm very much invested in understanding how this automation is going to deliver results, either increase revenue for my business team, either
Mhm.
improve my service to my end customers, or either improve my day-to-day operations for my employees. So I'm very much interested in understanding that, and accordingly I prioritize which projects to be taken, how it needs to be taken, and how fast it needs to be delivered. uh, so I guess that is how you increase your circle of influence, that uh, even being a head of IT also, you
Mhm.
can still deliver business results.
I think you have articulated it really very well, Karishma. So, if I have a right takeaway from what you've shared right now, your JD is not yours. So that's a statement. Your JD is not yours, which means that you can delegate your JD back to your team if you can make it as a team mission, and you can go beyond your JD. That's my takeaway. Did I have it right, or like
Yeah,
anything else that I'm
absolutely.
missing?
Absolutely. You are a
Uh,
CIO, but your job, the roles and responsibility of the CIO needs to be delivered by your team. While
hmm,
you as a CIO has to have to work with business to improve your revenues or improve your service levels to your customers. That's how
I
it
think
is.
this is a very, very, very powerful, um, powerful point for everybody to grow in their, stay ahead in their career paths. Absolutely. While you have spoken about, your journey from being head of information technology to being into director of digital technology. So can you
I'll
throw a
just
little?
like to maybe correct a bit. I actually started my career as a sales executive.
That's in fact much more amazing journey. So would you throw some light on, how has this transformation been, being, from sales, as you've said, to heading an information and technology field, and then moving as a director into digital technology, which is much more wider subject, right? So could you throw a little light on that?
Yeah, sure. So, I started my career in sales. I was there in sales and marketing for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the value it brought to my career trajectory has been immense because I was there on field. I was close to the customers. I was close to the channel partners. I could see the impact that the uh, processes and the system made into
Mm-hmm.
day-to-day life of an organization. Because I was so close to the customers, I really could able to understand what the customer actually wanted and not what we are capturing in our feedback surveys and our customer satisfaction surveys, etc. So that was again the customer insight still drives me after 16 years in
Mm-hmm.
being in IT. Even after 16 years, those 6 years of my experience on the field still matters because it still helps me grow and design and deliver the system that makes an impact.
Mm-hmm.
So that was there. Uh, from sales, when I moved to IT, uh, again, being a sales executive and coming from a non-technology background into an IT environment, all I could or I did focus was on business transformations.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the end goal? What is the business result this system or this automation is expected to deliver? Right? The focus was always there that this needs to deliver results. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's how the things happened in my 16 years of career in IT also. And it
Mm-hmm.
has not changed, it has remained as it is. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an inspiring story and a journey. Sure. And during this journey, and while we talk about Iron Lady as a community, so do you have any role models or any other women within Iron Lady community who would have inspired you uh, in your leadership journey?
There are immense, there are so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in fact, so one, obviously, my teammates,
Mm-hmm.
part of the 1CR club, there are a lot of women who have made the breakthrough or
Mm-hmm.
who are trying to make breakthroughs. So there are
Okay.
many ladies there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the other thing that I also feel very inspired is the women who have just got into the Iron Lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that has been most thing that there the hunger for growth, hunger for learning,
Agree.
is there. That is what inspires me more. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to give me to talk about names, there's Neha in my team, uh,
Mm-hmm.
in my classmate. She's done immensely good and she's always there to support.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the recent transformer is Preeti. She is from cybersecurity, very introverted, very soft-spoken lady, but now she has transformed herself, and you see her all over social media. Uh, then my fellow colleague Shravani, the way she's managing home, plus she's also director, by the way, data analytics. The way she balances the business and home. So all of them has been very inspiring for me.
Amazing. I am sure, like, every next person in Iron Lady community is inspiring in
Absolutely.
their own, with their own stories. Yeah. Happy to know, Karishma, you have a great community in your group as well. Yeah. And can you share one or two stories or breakthrough stories that you had after joining Iron Lady?
Okay. Yeah. The first one, obviously, I told about, wherein I was questioning myself whether it's too early for me.
Uh-huh.
From that, it is like, I deserve it. And I used to always have this constant urge of, if I reach a particular level, I always think about what next, what next, what next. And as to, so a lot of my family and friends used to tell me, Karishma, be content where you are. Right? But I think it is not required. That's what Iron Lady has taught me. It is okay to be so career oriented, so career focused that you keep on growing, right? So I had a fantastic stint in my previous company where I was heading IT for an insurance broking company, where I was able to partner with my CEO to transform the organization from a captive unit to a full house insurance advisory company. And a lot of things were driven by delivering digital sales and service solutions. So that helped a lot to that organization. And because of the focus of, planning so much in detail and then partnering with your business leaders, you are able to make exceptional contribution to the organization growth in a very fast-paced environment. So for me, that was very learning. Second, I want to share was when I joined Otis Elevators. I had joined as a GM, and then we were undergoing a lot of reorganizations. People were losing their jobs. There was a lot of uncertainty, and while I was going through this once year club program, uh, we were taught in terms of ask for that next promotion, right? And I was like, I've just come here 6 months back. How can I ask for a promotion right now? And then other was, whether they will even take me seriously whether I ask for a promotion. But everybody was like, no, you have to go and you have to ask for it. You make a case for it, you prepare for it. And I did. There are, unfortunately, people in the system who are stuck in a particular level for 10 years. But I asked for the promotion, I fought for it, I delivered the results, and I got the promotion within 12 to 16 months, 16 months, I would say.
I think that deserves a clap.
Yeah, obviously. And I would not have asked for a promotion without the push from the Iron Lady and from my batchmates. It would not have.
Yeah, I mean, truly inspiring for sure. I can see the hunger in you. What next? What next? And what is the next breakthrough? You're already waiting for that. That's truly inspiring, Karishma. And while you talk about your breakthroughs, what are some one piece of advice or some advices that you would give to our Iron Lady community and our aspiring leaders?
So one is obviously don't stop your hunger for growth. Only that would take you to the next level. The second is See, a lot of us start in operation level roles.
Mhm.
In order to move from an operational to a senior leadership, you need to inculcate, uh, first deliver what you do the best, right?
Mhm.
So operational excellence is required, that you have to be the best in the room who could deliver that on that operational excellence part. Only
Mhm.
then you can then start thinking about strategic uh,
Mhm.
outgoes, uh, planning a strategic breakthrough for your organization. If you are not doing your operation excellence at the top of your game, you
Mhm.
will literally fail when you try to move into a strategic level assignments. So
Mhm.
you have to make sure that you're doing well there, only then move to the next level.
Amazing. I think, Karishma, you have shared real great insights through your career journey. We have learned a lot. And I do have a lot of takeaways, and so do the viewers of this episode would immensely benefit from this conversation. Thanks a lot again, Karishma, for sharing your inspiring stories, your breakthroughs, and how Iron Lady community and Iron Lady principles have helped you shape your career as a successful part of your journey. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you,
Thank you,
Karishma.
Archana. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.